Good morning, world. Your boy Onyxe Blade, Brookie Williams, your boy Old Blade. What's up? Back with you another short video, short live rather. So yesterday, because you guys know the new Mortal Kombat movie is coming out in April. I believe it's April 12th, something like that. If I won't, I'll add it into the description later. But moving on. So yesterday there was a discussion because people were wondering, ever since the character Cole Young, portrayed by Louis Tan, is going to be in Mortal Kombat. People were wondering, where is Johnny Cage, who's a very popular Mortal Kombat character and everything. It's a character I play and a character many other people played throughout the Mortal Kombat games that he was playable in, of course. So there was this article, which is in the description, so please check that out. Even though the article is very clickbait, but I still included it because it's what got the ball rolling. It said the reason that Johnny Cage was not in Mortal Kombat, the newest movie, is because he's a white man, and the person who's behind the movie, let me go get that link too real quick. I got all this on my phone. It's just I got to go back and forth with everything. So bear with me. I do apologize. Get back to this thing. But everything, you guys have any questions, let's say I didn't explain anything well in this video, you guys can either leave a comment or just go to the description because everything's there in the descriptions. Okay, thank you. I got what I needed. So, Todd Garner, who also commented on this thread I have on the description as well yesterday, explaining why Cole Young is the protagonist instead of Johnny Cage. You know, Johnny Cage has never been the protagonist in the movies. In the video games, yes. But Johnny Cage has always been one of the major characters, but he's always played behind Liu Kang and Sonya. So I was very confused. Someone says, oh, that's why Johnny Cage is not in the movie, because they didn't want him to be a white male main character, which is super weird because, number one, there's nothing wrong having a white male protagonist if it makes sense to the story. Number two, Johnny has been in a handful of Mortal Kombat projects and never was the main character. But anyways, I'll get to it more. So that was the idea, pretty much why, one of the reasons. And that reason is actually incorrect, because I'm going to get to the correct reasons why Johnny's not actually in the newest Mortal Kombat movie in a sec. But the reason based on the article, which I should say better, it's because Johnny Cage is a white male, and you know, with society, they're tired of pushing the narrative of a white man savior complex. Well, let me put it like this. I get it. The white male savior complex is fucking annoying. However, that's never been Johnny Cage's character. Never. So it was very confusing how that article made it seem like that's the reason we got Cole Young instead, because Cole Young, that Louis Tan, the actor who plays Cole Young, is a Chinese-British man. Chinese-British heritage, however you want to say that. And Johnny Cage is an all typical American movie actor who just wants to show off and prove to the world like he's a real deal, not some fake motherfucker. Even though it's funny because in Mortal Kombat 11, he has a move where he has a stunt double come and attack his opponents. And in Mortal Kombat X, Johnny Cage has a variation called stunt double. So, even though Johnny Cage does do most of his fighting, he's not above having someone else do the work for him if he can. That's what I'm saying. I love pineapples. But moving on, get back on topic. So now the actual reason why Johnny Cage, and this was told by Todd Garner, and this makes sense, even though I do believe they could have made it work still, but this is what Todd Garner said, and it makes complete sense. As you guys are aware, for those who've seen the Mortal Kombat movie trailers, Kano, despite being a bad guy in the video games, is actually one of the good guys in the Mortal Kombat movie, which is what I'm personally very excited about. That's the main reason I want to go see it. Due to the fact that Kano has such a big, brash personality, Todd Garner felt it was unnecessary to include Johnny Cage, because he felt if I have Kano, who's this cocky arrogant white man who got such a big personality, and I bring in Johnny Cage, another white man with a big personality, it's going to clash. And he said they were more on including Kano in this movie. They decided, you know what, let's leave Johnny Cage out now, and if the movie does well, he'll be in a sequel. That is the real reason we do not have Johnny Cage. Now, put it like that. After hearing Todd Garner's reason, and you could definitely check that, and I encourage everybody, even if you understand what I'm saying is live fully, I'm not speaking too fast, my speech isn't fucking hard to understand, please, please, please check the descriptions below. If you guys have any other additional questions, just leave comments. But that's the reason Johnny Cage is not in the newest Mortal Kombat movie, because Kano, now being one of the good guys this time around, and I hope it's not like he's pretending to be good becomes be a bad guy at the end. I actually hope they make him a good guy through and through. Even he had a former association with the Black Dragons. That's the main reason I want to go see this Mortal Kombat movie, because I always love the idea of good guy Kano. But that's the reason, because Kano has such a big, brash personality, and like the shit talker, the cocky. As you've seen the Mortal Kombat trailer, but he's fighting Reptile, and he does a fatality on Reptile, how he's like such an arrogant douchebag. Todd Garner felt that if we included Johnny Cage, it'd be having two characters with the same personality. Now, I'm going to say this much. Johnny had that personality first. But because of Cole Young, it's more that human, down-to-earth guy. Liu Kang also felt that role too, and Liu Kang and Kung Lao are both in the movie as well. So it's kind of jarring. Because they have Cole Young as a more down-to-earth American fighter, and Kano is the big, brash, bigger-than-life Australian white male, they felt it was unnecessary to include Johnny Cage. And, after understanding that reasoning and going through the whole discussion on the Twitter thread that I have in the description, I'm going to keep telling you guys that, just in case there's any loose end questions. I do feel they could have made Johnny Cage work. Even they tweaked his personality, or have more like, since Kano's the brash, bigger than life, big cocky attitude, Johnny could have been this, not to say in a funny way, this conceited actor, like, I'm too good for this Mortal Kombat Death Tournament. Why do I, Johnny Cage, gotta fight for the fate of the world? And he could have been like a little different. He could still been the hot, cool looking, handsome white male who got the cool martial arts and the shades, the $500 shades, sunglasses, what you want to call them. But he could have been not more like a conceit, like I'm too good for this attitude. But when it came down to the nitty gritty, he knew how to throw down. Instead of having to be like a jokester, a shit talker kind of personality he normally has in the video games and other Mortal Kombat based media. But overall, that's what I wanted to discuss. I originally was going to call it chatting with Onyx Blade, but I'm not going to do that right now because this is literally the only topic I wanted to discuss with you guys. Literally, I had no other topic I had in mind. So when I have multiple things I want to talk about or a major issue, that's when I'll do a live that's chatting with Onyx Blade related. So anyways, that's the reason why. Please do check the articles. Have a beautiful day. Expect a couple more videos during the week. And for my Tekken people, Lydia's trailer is supposed to come out this Sunday. Anyways, guys, I love you guys. Thank you for my 218 subscribers. Keep proving to my friend Aliza that y'all not a bunch of Indian dudes with the same accounts. Peace and take care. God bless, guys. And be safe.